Welcome again to Red Earth Native Plants, how to grow New Zealand trees and shrubs. Today we're going to look at the kowhai, another iconic New Zealand tree. I left these seed pods in a bowl for the last 2 or 3 months drying out. And now they're nice and dry, the seeds come out fairly easily from the pods. Oop. Now we've got the seed out, we have to use a treatment before we can germinate it. Kowhai has a very hard seed coat. This acts as an inhibitor, so the seed can sit on the ground for quite some time, and the coating protects it. So we have to break through that coating a bit so we can get the seed to germinate. There are several ways to do this. You can clip some of the hard seed coat off the seed, you can scarify it with sandpaper, or you can immerse the seed in very hot water that'll soften the seed coat. We're going to try a bit of each and just have a bit of a comparison on maybe what works best. When you look at the seeds, you'll notice a darker, slightly indented part of the seed. You want to make sure this isn't an area that you scarify. That's where all the action's going to happen, so make sure you don't scarify or cut that part of the seed. The first method I'm going to show you is scarifying with sandpaper. We tried to do it with your fingers, if you're careful, 6 or 7 times. You might see there's a bit of wear there now. And you can see the seed coat. It's just been scuffed up a bit. If you have trouble using your fingers, because it's a bit fiddly, I use a pair of pliers to gently hold the seed. You see there, it's just been rubbed enough to take some of the seed coat off. This will allow the water to get into the embryo when we soak them in warm water afterwards. Okay, we'll try another method now. We'll try the clipping. When I was a young man, I was told that you have to clip it 3 times. I don't know if that's quite the case. So we gently take the clippers, and just get through the seed coat. Right, I've finished preparing the seed now. I've got some review sandpaper to scarify. I have some I've clipped, and I've left a few that haven't been touched, and we'll just use boiling water and see if that softens the seed coat. What I did notice, that even though using sandpaper was a bit trickier and took a bit longer, I think it did a better job than using the clippers. The clippers was a bit tricky to clip without damaging the embryo. Anyway, we'll get some water. I've labelled this S sandpaper, C for clipped, HW for hot water. We'll put some warm and hot water. I'll use warm water in the ones I've clipped and boiling water for the other one, and we'll see how long it takes for them to swell up. Okay, I've got some water that I've just boiled. Whoa, yeah. Okay, so that's the hot water treatment we'll try. This is warm. It's just from the tap. It's not too hot, but it's nice and warm. Now the ones that float may not be any good, but we'll just wait and see what happens to these in the next few days. I think they should swell up, and the ones that swell up I'll plant out, because that probably means they're going to be doing something.